Yeah, okay.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. And once again, it is the Barnes and Tony show, and we have Riley back in the building. Dude. What's going on, fellas?
Not much, man. Great weekend, great time. Saw the Horseshoe Sports Report. Absolutely loved it, dude. You guys did a great job. I'm sure you guys had a lot of fun as well, too. So.
Absolutely legendary. And everybody was saying they can't wait to see Tony next time. That was the common theme of the evening. Oh, I wish Tony was here. Multiple company members mentioning that.
Oh, that's nice. I wish I was there too, honestly. I was definitely thinking of you guys. Watched a little bit of the show as well too. They did a great job, all of them.
Oh,
they're
yeah,
like made for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And especially, the way it seemed like beforehand they were thinking like they're gonna be nervous or something. Complete naturals.
Yeah.
You definitely wouldn't have known that, especially for Josh being Kev, that was their first time hanging with us and being at the desk. So that was great. And before we get to Riley, Tony, quick synopsis on the bachelor party weekend here.
Okay. So as you guys know, we're talking Seaside Heights, boardwalk house, literally stone's throw from the boardwalk, like maybe 30 feet from. And that's a little balcony action. So lots of drinking, lots of boardwalk, lots of bars, chicken fingers and fries, some of the, boardwalk games, throw the dart, get the little stuffed animal, stuff like that. So it was a quick synopsis would be that. Little golf, on Sunday.
How was the golf?
Beach, dude. The golf, Eagle Ridge, dude.
I thought you were going to say you got an eagle.
No, I wish I did, dude.
Chunk that birdie putt.
Dude, totally blew it. No, literally, I think it was like a, I think it was like a 320, or 310 par 4.
Oh, okay,
like that. I had to drive like 280 yards, dude. And there was like a little bit of a dogleg left.
Curved
too.
around.
So kind of curved around, dude. Literally like I hit it. I thought, oh, it's gonna be in the rough, but it bounced into the fairway over the rough, literally right outside the green. I was like, oh, dude, I can definitely chip in, putt.
Wow.
Get the birdie.
Nice chip though to start.
No, blew the chip.
Blew the chip. Oh, okay.
Had a super long putt.
Steamed it past or no?
Too short.
Yeah. Wow.
Dude.
Okay.
Because I was like, I don't want to steam it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
a little short, dude. Whatever. But golf course was gorgeous, dude. There was like 3 separate 9-hole courses on it. Yep. So they sent us to one for the first 9, a different one on the back 9. It was like a 10-minute cart drive too.
Yeah.
Huge area.
So first class facility.
First class. Literally people asking us how we're doing, make sure we're okay, whatever. The Bloody Marys, the cart girl coming around, everything. Dude, great time, dude. Yeah.
You and Jay, how was that matchup?
So we weren't in the same. I was in a foursome. He was in his own too, so we were different. But I think Jay seemed to be. He was in front of us, so we could watch him some point, and he was blowing it, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're probably tight that you weren't in the same group, because then you could have done your match.
Yeah. But dude, it was so much fun. I was nice to get out there too. I definitely felt more confident off the tee.
Oh,
dude,
ever
have
280. I mean,
so
jeez,
ridiculous.
that's a lot off the tee.
Yeah.
Now, did you just keep your own score? Or did you do the scramble? Scramble, but then, okay, but on that hole specifically, you had the best
ball. Yeah.
No, scramble 2-on-2 or scramble all 4 of you.
So it was a little confusion at first. We did 2-on-2, but then we were like, oh, we have to play them, so we did the 4-on-4.
4-on-4. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sounds awesome. And then great place where you stayed there. You said right on the beach?
Yeah, almost. Literally the next block over.
Okay.
It was just a little Airbnb. Nice little spot, dude.
Pool or no?
No pool. It was like a little house that was on the street. Had the rocks, around.
Yeah,
the house and everything. But it was nice. Little balcony overlooking the street, so you can kind of see what's happening, dude. Full kitchen, obviously, living room, 2 bedrooms. So we were crammed. It was a tight space.
You and Jay snuggled up.
Me and Reese did actually. We shared a bed. Jay had a single. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Somehow he worked that way.
Well, he was
out.
the first one there.
Your first one there. Then it's all
Had
part
the
of his little
code.
plan. Let's have the bachelor party here.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Of course,
exactly.
dude. But yeah, it was great. One bathroom, so that was kind of tough there.
Yeah.
But great water pressure in the shower, so I really can't complain.
And then did you have like a full beach day or like how did you?
No, we did like a couple hours.
Couple hours.
Saturday after the course.
After the course, everyone was wiped.
Dude, and then like you're in the water and the waves are like hitting you hard, so it's like, oh my god, dude.
Wow. But no, it sounds like an
sick,
awesome time. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was great.
How was your weekend, Riley?
I had a great weekend. Good weekend. A lot of fun. First weekend back at school, so with the fellas, had a good time.
I really do like the good ass.
Any golf this weekend or no?
No golf. I played last week. I'll play again this week. I've been playing really bad recently, but we're gonna change that.
What's really bad for you?
I sprained my wrist.
Jeez.
In July, so I didn't play the whole month. Now my driver swing gone.
Wow.
Gone.
Wow,
I'm
that's
coming over the top.
Yeah.
It's going right. It's not great, but we're gonna get it back.
Yeah, absolutely. Where are you playing this week?
Fairchild.
Fairchild. Is that you usually just like always play there since it's convenient, or?
I played Whitney Farms last week, which I really enjoyed for the first time.
Yeah, because I grew up. That's my hometown course,
Really?
Whitney Farms. Yeah,
I liked it.
Oh yeah, it's great. Just tough though.
It
Long
is
and
tough.
easy to lose your ball.
Yep. And then I play Fairchild Black the most, and then I'll dabble in Great River every now and again.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because as a Sacred Art student, it's only $45 to play.
That is the deal of the century.
It's like $100 course.
And talk about a tough course too.
Yeah.
Oh my! I've definitely never broken 100 there. I'll tell you that much.
No.
Now when everything's right, no wrist injury, what are you, handicap or average score?
I'm probably my lowest is 89, and then
Nice.
95. I say anywhere 89, 96 range. I'm in that like 10, like around that area.
Yeah, Gary. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same neighborhood. It's so annoying because sometimes you just don't understand it. Like, what makes a good day versus like a bad day, and like why does it happen? Like, you know what I mean? So you just feel so dialed in sometimes, and then you just can't explain it. Like you're opening up 7-7. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I opened up 6-7, 6-7, and I was like, okay, so this round is done.
Yeah.
On hole 5, I'm like, this is done.
Yeah. No, I literally, what was it? On Sunday, I opened up 7-7-4-8.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
So that was a little tough. Still managed to shoot 96, but it's just so annoying thinking about, well, if I did this, if I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Now, do you have like a part of your game where you feel like that carries you? That's like your strength, or
putting.
Yeah.
I'm a really good putter. Like I'm probably 2 putts at most. Like I don't 3-putt, but
yeah. No, and it's funny too. That used to be a big weakness of mine, and then last couple of years I've just been like just paying attention. Like, okay, you go with people that don't play all the time. You see them putt, and it's like, what are they doing most of the time? Steaming it by the hole. So speed is a big thing. Aim halfway, let it trickle down.
My dad always just tell me, you want to get it in. Imagine there's just a trash can around the hole. You're not even trying to make that one if you're past it. Just get it in the trash can and have a tap in.
Right. Exactly. And then chips are definitely hit and miss too, but I've definitely gotten better. Like, used to be tough. Every time I would be 80 to 100 yards out, always back of the green, over the green. So I've gotten better with that, but the close chips are so tough. I don't know. I just like when you have a 5-10 foot radius, you need to land it in, and you're right off the green. I mean, it's really tough to perfectly do that.
Short-sighted chips are the worst. I mean, I just don't have that skill yet. Like that soft hands.
Yeah.
Just like put some little bit of spin on the ball, a little bit of backspin. I don't have that yet.
And Tony saw that firsthand with Riley, the backspin, the other Riley, my friend Riley.
Oh yeah. Dude, talk about great chips. I mean, I feel like he just like plops it right on the green, and a little bit of backspin, it rolls back, and it's like literally putt in. So some putt.
Sunday,
so sick, dude.
79 he shot.
Really?
Yeah.
With you?
Yeah, with me.
What did you shoot?
Let's see. So Sunday, wait, was that Sunday or was that Saturday? Oh, it was Saturday.
Oh, because we were golfing while you were golfing.
Right. It was Saturday, and I shot 87.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was cheesing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I mean, just it's unbelievable. But it just
So annoying.
And it's funny just how quick it changes. And I feel like you probably know this too, Riley. When you like I don't know, for a while I was kind of stuck on the same thing where if I break 100, I'm happy. This year it's finally like, okay, we really would like to be in the 80s, low 90s, like whatever, and then the high 90s, you're just kind of like pissed, basically.
Yeah.
But it's just tough. Like you just hate those days. You just want it to be consistent, but I think it just goes for everybody. It just never is.
I think in the best golfers, like my roommate is a scratch, and we'll go out with him, and you'll be like, oh, he didn't even have that good of a day, and you look down, and it's like a 72.
Yeah,
and it's like because you made no mistake. Like you're not even thinking about him playing because it's like at worst he has a tap and par every single time.
Oh my God,
it's insane.
He's
my height. He drives at probably 310, 300.
Wow.
Insane.
And I'm over here, my friend. I mean, I would say on average, his average score is like 80. And to me, that's like, so I can only imagine a 72. I mean,
I get so pissed off. But then like I try to take tips from him and I just can't. Like it's just like he's just really good at golf.
And I feel like a lot of times too, because I've gotten like a couple lessons and some stuff definitely sticks, but a lot of times with tips too, like you do it and initially, you see it. And then after a little bit, it just kind of fades away.
And sometimes that can be the worst too when you're standing over the ball and you're like, all right, let me get my back hip into it. Let me do this. I'm looking at the ball and now I'm not even thinking about hitting the ball. I'm thinking, what am I doing with my back hip? So it's just like, it's bad. You get bad thoughts in your head, you're going to be bad.
And not to toot my own horn, and I'm not usually one with instruction, but Tony, we were at the driving range a couple weeks ago, told him about, the grip, the head down. All of a sudden he's driving a 280, having birdie putts. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know.
Dude, I know. I mean, good teacher, I guess,
Wish I could teach myself, though. Tons of comments, so let's just get to them.
All right, dude. Tons of comments, as Brian says here. Starting off early and often, always Kev Du's saying, good morning. Mets and Yankees still suck. Kev Du in the house. Let's go. Saying so much fun this weekend with the crew. Downtime TV and the sports port. Love it. Cowboys are trash. Chief. Who's Cowboys got? Up. Hashtag up the company. Kev Du saying, Tony, we missed you. Dude, I missed you guys too. I'm hyped for the next time you guys are able to come down and I can meet you all in person. That's great. Lonnie also coming in with the let's go. Good morning, dudes, he says. Shout out to the company, Double B, Tony 2 times, Boston, Riley. What up, though? Rest of the Downtime TV crew, what's up, fam? Hashtag rep the company. Renee from the next room over saying, hey, yo. Josh B saying, let's go. Sunday was awesome. Sucks Tony missed out. Thank you all for the hospitality hosting us. It really was. I was seeing you guys a lot. The show was great. Honestly, all you guys did such a great job on the microphone. Super impressed there. Matt Gabriel hyped at the new room. Jay Bird saying, golf humbles you so fast. You hit a slapper down the fairway and then you shank your chip. Dude, quite literally that. I mean, I feel like all the time you feel so good about one shot. And then honestly, the worst thing about it, I don't know if I'm sure you feel the same way, guys, too. Like, I feel like I would make one mistake, one bad shot, and then I'm just so tight that the next shot is bad, and I'm just like fucking fuming, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely terrible.
And I think there's that moment where you got to realize, okay, I'm not going to get the par bogey that I wanted,
right?
But let's get like at least like a 6 or a 7 instead of a 10,
right?
And that's what changes the whole round.
Yeah, it's true. Those 10s are tough, dude. And Matt saying Sunday was epic, dude. Shout out to the company, legendary night, many more to come. Saying hello to Riley, Matthew. And Matt says, Tony, I'm in there next time. Gonna be ridiculous. And it is gonna be ridiculous. Go back to I can't believe going back there like this Sunday. Dude.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. That's a quick turnaround.
Mm-hmm.
And it really is always legendary time. And it was insane, Tony. Like, and we say this every time, but literally last time, most packed I've ever seen it. Like
really?
Loaded, like almost like no room.
School's
like that.
Back.
Right. Well, Labor Day, last
too.
Labor
Day. That's right. Dude.
There was a little "Let's Go Yankees" chant, which was nice. And then, I'm sure you saw, you both of you guys, you were watching on and off, but it really worked out good because having the 3 company guys there, Matt sitting in your spot, we just did 20-minute intervals, so it was like bring each of them up, talk about their baseball team, switch, then talk about their football team, switch. So
that's sick.
A lot of company. So shout out to the company, a lot of comments that they left and stuff. And it was funny. I have to say, because we're not really going to talk too much football today. And I want to ask Riley this, and I'm sure, you would understand, you'd have a different perspective than all of us. A lot of conversation, not just me, really everybody at the Horseshoe Sunday, that because of his arrogance and what he did to push Brady out the door, that Bill Belichick is slightly overrated.
Well, I mean, I grew up when I was born, he was the coach of the Patriots.
Right.
So I don't know if I'm in the spot. Like, I don't know if I could say anything, but here's the bottom line. Recently, with the stuff he's been doing, I've not been a complete fan of.
Right.
Like the whole thing, they just cut every quarterback on the roster instead of Mac Jones.
Right.
What I think that was Mac Jones being a little bitch and him being like, I don't want this competition anymore. Like, if you think I'm the guy, then get rid of Zappy, get rid of these guys. And I think Bill usually wouldn't do something like that, but now he did. So I think he's losing his touch a little bit.
Right.
And then the whole situation with Brady, how he went out the door, like Bill. So I'm okay with a coaching change in the next couple of years. If not after this year, if it's a shit show.
Yeah.
That's just like I'm okay with that now.
And I'm not going to sit here and say that, Bill doesn't know more football than all of us combined here. But at the same time, it's like the roster move specifically, I just feel like there's just no way to see it, like what the plan is. And the whole thing with Brady, as much as he wanted to paint it as, okay, we want to like make sure we don't keep him too long. It seemed like it was more, no, I'm getting near the end of my coaching career. I want to show that I can win without him. And it's just like, this is a team sport. That's so selfish of a thing to do. And it screwed the franchise.
Yeah, I thought the minute Brady left, they should have tanked the
right.
next season.
Right.
We got to hijack it. Now we've just been mid, and probably going to be mid again. But I still have hope. I think the Super Bowl still goes to Foxborough, even though they're going to be mid. But
now, mid and tempered expectations. Like, what are you expecting in terms of wins this year?
I think they'll be 9-8 again.
Okay,
or maybe a little better. Maybe a chance to look at the wild card spot. Maybe we have the hardest schedule in the NFL by far. I mean, think about our division. We open up against the Eagles. Like, then we have the Chiefs on there too. Like, our schedule's insane. And it comes down to, can Mac be Mac? He was his rookie year and be a little bit better than that. Because right now, Mac is really nothing special. He's shown nothing over his last 2 years. Like, not that mobile. He's kind of like a baby giraffe in the pocket. Like, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. No, exactly. And yeah, like what I was saying, it just like, besides the, proving you could do without Brady too, just seems like a lot of roster things are, I don't care from his perspective. I don't care how talented the guy is. I just don't want anybody with an attitude, with arrogance. So I need guys with chip on their shoulders. So even if in the draft, for instance, I'm going to take a guy 3 rounds earlier than what he's projected to go, I just know he's one of my guys. So that's why I want to take him. And it's like, but what about the talent? Why not just get good talent?
I know. I completely agree. And he's been doing that forever now, but then we were winning when he was doing it.
Because of Brady.
Yeah, so now it was like, but now it's starting to, some of his like, last year we got Kendrick Bourne. He had a problem with him like wearing some stuff, and then he just like benched him the whole year.
Yeah.
And then had Matt Patricia calling our plays. He was a defensive coordinator. So I think that's incompetence from him, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. And Tony, you weren't there obviously for the conversation at the Horseshoe. And I know we've talked about this in the past before, but where are you with this? I mean, do you think there's some truth that, he doesn't really have a good track record without Brady?
He really doesn't. But I mean, I don't know. It's tough to say. Like, I don't think him losing without Brady means he's not a good coach. But also, I mean, every year after Brady, that's not a success, really a Super Bowl win. I mean, yeah, it's kind of a blemish, on his career, and it does definitely kind of validate, without Brady, you couldn't do it. But I also think, obviously, it helps to have a quarterback like Tom Brady, a team like that Brady had throughout those Super Bowl years. But I also feel like Belichick is a great coach still,
right?
But he hasn't had a quarterback anywhere near what Brady was since then. since Brady.
Well, and
so
I
it's like
think-
how
I think him being the GM is getting in the way too. Because then you'd have real talent, not,
Yeah.
oh, I'm so concerned about divas. And
right.
I think that's like the number one thing he's looking at.
Yeah, I think it does seem like maybe his head's a little bit too big,
Yeah.
and he almost thought like like he couldn't fail at all. And obviously, I think maybe he's learning that now. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say he's overrated quite yet. But again, like I mean, if this continues to happen and he ends up retiring with like a shit like 5 years after Brady,
Mhm.
I mean, it's not great, dude, at all.
And speaking of not great, we'll find this out tomorrow. We were just talking about we're gonna do AFC divisional previews tomorrow, NFC on Thursday before
Hell
the
yeah.
kickoff game. But let's just say it not great where I'm gonna have the Patriots in the AFC East standings, but we'll have to find out about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then before we get to baseball, actually, one other quick thing I wanted to ask while Riley's here. Did you catch any college football over the weekend?
I did, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. Colorado game was just like so much fun to watch. Just like what they're doing over there. They need a documentary made about them this season. Like they are fun to watch. That guy, Travis Hunter.
Yep.
their
Yeah,
wide
two-way
receiver,
player.
playing 2 ways, the diving interception. Like it was great. The Clemson game last night was hilarious. Just
I called it. I knew it. I knew Duke all day. Clemson without Venables too,
Nope.
and then just the quarterbacks for whatever reason. I don't know if Dabo's lost his touch in evaluating
He
them.
did.
They're all trash.
these trash. The quarterback play was awful last night. I thought the play calling in the red zone by Clemson was absolutely atrocious all night.
Right.
The turnovers, but I mean, Clemson wins that game. I feel like that's like it's Clemson Duke. Like, how does Clemson not win that game? But they didn't.
But
Yeah.
that coach, I forget his name for Duke. He won Coach of the Year last year, 9 wins. He's doing something right.
Flip might be switching. Maybe
Yeah.
Clemson's not as good as historically.
Mike
people think they are.
Elko, Tony. And then I forget their quarterback's name.
Riley Leonard.
Riley Leonard.
Yeah, my
yes.
guy. That's
that
my guy.
run he had was
Yeah, nuts.
unbelievable.
Nuts.
So the Dukies, I mean, we might be talking
We
double
might
digit
be.
wins.
We might have to. How did you catch the Florida State LSU game?
So I didn't, but I know like Florida State trailing at half and then just blew them out of the water second half.
LSU was tough watch.
It's tough. Brian Kelly, and when he first got hired, we were chirping him a lot.
Oh
The
my
fake Southern
The Southern accent is hilarious.
the photo shoot with the guy who ended up going to Alabama or whatever.
Oh my God.
I don't know how that one ends either with Brian Kelly there. I don't know, like, you know what I mean? If the record, you might look at it, it's okay, but I don't know if it's gonna be like what he was brought in to do at all.
Yeah. He's not gonna be able to. I don't think he'll even come close to what Coach O did there. At all.
No. So that looks questionable. And I know, they haven't played any competition yet. And I was really thinking last year could have been their year, but boy, does Caleb Williams and UFC look good, huh?
Yeah, he's insane. Like,
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be one of the best NFL prospects in a while. Like, some of the throws he was making
Yeah.
were insane. Some of the throws he made last year, insane. Like, I think my friend has this take. He thinks he's like a top 20 quarterback in the world already, even though he's not in the NFL.
Wow.
And I like don't disagree because like some of these, I think you could plug him into any NFL team right now and make that team better. Almost.
Yeah.
He's that good.
And it's interesting to think like, where he's going to play. And then he said, he's not sure he's going to enter the draft, which I think is a little
that's
power
a lot.
move and stuff. But it seems like the Cardinals, have the worst team in the league. We'll see if Murray wakes his way back, but like, what would they do there? Because they did the kind of the same thing with Rosen taking Murray in the first place. But I don't know how you pass up Caleb Williams, really, no matter who you are at number one.
You can't. I agree.
So that's just going to be, an interesting storyline for sure. And then this week we have Alabama, Texas, which was legendary last year. Would expect it to be legendary again this year. So some storylines early. That's for sure. Before we switch here, let's catch up on the comments, Tony.
Oh man, got a bunch of comments here. Thank you, Riley. So we have quite a few. Start with the most recent, actually. Let's say Jay Bird says Coach Prime is the real deal. He says, obviously we know that. Lonnie says Caleb Williams looked pretty good. He says Colorado strong. Florida State. Lonnie says smacked LSU, my family. Danny B says Brian Kelly sucks. And he also says Coach Prime walking that walk. Travis Hunter's a beast, 5-star out of high school, and Hokies
1-0, meaning Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech. Okay, makes sense. Lonnie says the Clemson mystique might be gone.
Oh yeah. Yep, I agree with that.
Kev, dude, going back to Belichick, what did he do before Brady? What has he done without Brady? Tell the intern to stop drinking the night before the show for him today. The Super Bowl goes through New England. Remember, crack is whack.
Wow, that's big.
Lonnie appreciating the baby giraffe scud. Good job, Riley, he says. And basically, Kev do saying slightly overrated for Belichick is understatement. And Lonnie hyped that it was pretty packed, as well as Josh B, dude. Was Lonnie giving Josh B shit for being on the show Sunday?
No, because I told you, Josh B just went on there like he's done almost 600 episodes with us, and was just a complete natural.
Yeah.
So that was just that was just awesome for sure, and looking forward to get back there with everybody. Yeah, I mean, the one thing I was going to say too, Cav talked about it, on the show Sunday. I mean, he does make a good point. The record, I mean, it's an under 500 record without Brady. So, I mean, that has to count for something. So it's just kind of an interesting conversation. The one thing I will say, like, I guess it wasn't last year because he missed the playoffs, but the year before, everybody thought they'd be one of the worst teams, and then they weren't. So I guess it just depends on Mac Jones. If he goes back to his rookie year form, I guess they'll be competitive. But obviously, being a big Jets fan and Tony being the new big Jets fan himself, are hoping that it's just a complete crumble because the Jets need to beat the Patriots. They haven't beat them in 8 years. So let's see what happens, right?
Oh, boy. Want to read that one, Brian?
Yeah, he said, why would I give Josh shit, Tony? Here you go, starting shit. And double if natural means sipping vodka beforehand, not sure natural. Well, at least Yanni can't get mad at me for reading his text message because this is in the comment section. Yeah. So we'll let the two of them sort that out. And while they're doing that, though, let's go to the world of Major League Baseball.
What a play! Stop it! Yep. And Alonso cracks one of the Mets win the ball game! Out of sight!
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Too deep to left field. There it goes! See ya!
All right. So what a weekend it was. And it was just so awesome to be, last game of last week, of course. Well, I guess technically it's the start of this week, but the whole Sunday thing always really confused me. I don't know about you guys. It's like, is it just me or does Monday seem like the start of the week, not Sunday?
I mean, I think for the better half of my life, honestly, I always thought Monday was the first day of the week. Just because that's when that's when school started. It's like Monday morning, that's when my school starts. So I always thought Monday, first day of the week. So.
And then how about too for baseball? If very rarely this is the case, but if you have a 4-game set, Monday the last game, they call it a wraparound series. But Sunday would be the first day of the week, so
it's not a wraparound.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it goes back to I don't know, the old Greek mythology or something with the weeks, but they got to switch that honestly. But anyway, the point I was trying to get, we were watching Yankees Astros Sunday Night Baseball. Michael King, Tony,
love it,
doing a great job getting the start there. Dominguez, I mean, it was really. I mean. Give me something, Tony. I mean, on the sweep of the Astros, Dominguez, the first swing, the home run, Wells getting hits. I mean, what did you think?
I thought it was great. It was actually kind of funny. I remember we were at some bar eating dinner for Dominguez's home run
on Friday night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was after everyone got there, we got on the boardwalk, whatever, just there for dinner. And I'm we're on the outside, so I'm kind of peeking under, right, to go to see the TV at the bar, and I'm I think Dominguez is up, right? I'm looking at him, and I see Verlander pitch, and then I just see Verlander go like this, and I'm oh my god, dude, he's a home run. He did, dude. It was so exciting, honestly. I thought it was awesome to see. We talked so much about, obviously a lot last week, but these past few weeks about, the Yankees specifically bringing up these young guys and kind of stirring up a little bit of energy, for them to come up here and to hit immediately. I mean, Dominguez was the one who was just absolutely raking in the minors to begin with. So it wasn't really a big surprise to see him, get his first major league home run and his first major league at bat. But I mean, him, Volpe even was doing well this weekend, and Austin Wells, of course, too. I mean, to see that young core kind of, winning games essentially here for the Yankees, especially against the Astros, seeing Justin Verlander get popped a little bit. I mean, it was nice to see, I'm sure, as a Yankee fan. And I think that this is a good inclination in terms of what the future is going to look like.
Yeah. Yeah. And then also, I mean, Peraza had 3 hits on Saturday. Also had a big hit on Sunday as well. So it's just like, how could, people want to say, oh, well, they're new up, it would be different. Like, people are trying to discount the fact that if these guys came up earlier in the season, that they wouldn't have won an extra 10 plus games. And I think to discount that is completely insane.
Yeah.
Looking at how bad Rizzo playing injured played, and the Willie Calhouns, the Franchi Corderos, Jake Bowers, all those guys that played all these games. How could you say that with a straight face, that this wouldn't have given you better results when they've won every game with the full complement of them against the Houston Astros?
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to make that case at that point. But I mean, also, I don't know. It's tough to say that, what if you did bring these guys up like 3 months earlier, I mean, they could have sucked.
Yeah, but it just, I know we've talked about this, but it's just like, there's this whole certain organizations, and we know the Yankees specifically are extra conservative with this, but this whole thing about how you need to play a certain amount of games in the minor leagues. And I just feel like if that's not going to matter. You're going to get through those struggles in the major leagues. You don't need a full 162 in AAA.
No, I totally agree.
So that's why it really is a shame. And Josh B was texting me about this as well. Like, just you have to think, what would it have been like? And then is it also not a coincidence? And I know he already started hitting a little bit, but all of a sudden, DJ LeMahieu is on fire. And it's like, it seems like the kids energized him. Even Stanton hit a couple home runs. It really just like, and I think there is something to playing with emotion, playing with excitement. And I really think it's just picking up the whole team.
Yeah. I mean, when you have, a bunch of hitters in the lineup that you have confidence in, I, as a hitter, one of those in the lineup, is going to feel less pressure to perform, to be like, I have to, because no one else can right now. No one else is hitting. So I gotta get a hit. I gotta get a home run. I gotta rally someone. When you have a bunch of players that can do that, that are coming up too, like with all the hype that these players came up to the majors with too. I mean, for them to live up to it, I mean, yeah, of course it's gonna heighten everyone else. And I mean, DJ, I could see, because I mean, I feel like he's been heating up for a couple of weeks now.
Since the All-Star break, you look at the splits. I mean, they're unbelievable.
It's kind of ridiculous. But then for Stanton too, I mean, again, it's just another position where it's like, all right, like I know, like 5 runners on base, I'm obviously more inclined to get them in. If I know people behind me can hit, I just feel more comfortable at the plate in taking risks almost, So I mean, obviously, and with a lot of these players in the Yankees, especially with Stanton, I mean, he's definitely a high risk, high reward batter, with his power. So if he takes those chances, obviously it's gonna be more of a success than not, I feel.
Yeah,
that's great, dude.
Yeah, so it really makes the rest of this season just so exciting. And it seemed like for a decent amount of time, especially when they're losing, I think it was 9 in a row, that it was like a pure formality that they're going to finish under 500,
right?
Embarrassing record and stuff. And now it's like, whoa, wait a second. Now they've won 6 out of 7. I don't know if they had done that all season. And they're 1 game under 500. You have 3 games at home with Detroit. And then you have another home series with Milwaukee. 5 out of 6 there. It's still much, but I mean, at least it starts a conversation. If you
want the World Series. That's what you're saying.
All I would love, Tony, let's see. So with 15 games left, which I guess is only another week or so, but if we're within 5 games, I don't know, just that it's even a possibility. And we had gained ground early. And the Red Sox had lost a couple in a row. Now they've won 3 in a row, so limited the amount we were able to close there. But Texas just keeps falling. They might not make the playoffs, which would be
really blowing it, dude.
One of the biggest failures that you could imagine. But I feel pretty good about the Yankees, at least, finishing with 83, 84 wins. I think they're going to finish over 500 now. And I think it's just because they're confident. The young guys are there. And then also, I mean, Michael King as a starter is really adding another element. The 5 innings was the most he had in a start in a couple of years. You couple that with Rodon seemingly pitching better. We know what Cole's done, and Schmidt's been able to hang in there. I mean, I think there's a pretty strong case, and it was evident this weekend to finish strong here, finish on the right note, and at least, I don't know, make some of these teams ahead of you at least sweat just a little bit, to make it interesting.
Oh yeah, I think so. It'll happen, dude.
But I don't want to say too much because then I'll get attacked by Lonnie and Josh V and all of that stuff.
Eddie Mush.
No, not about Eddie Mush.
No, Eddie Mush too, though.
That I'm being ridiculous. Like, why even say that? All of that stuff. But listen, I
thought he was full of shit.
I just think there's a lot of hope, and I'm excited about it. We got Garrett Cole on the hill today against Faedo.
All-time classic, Tony.
We just won 3 out of 4 out of Detroit. We're back at home. I would imagine the atmosphere is going to be electric tonight in the stadium. Dominguez and Wells, their home debuts.
I'll see you at the stadium today, brother.
And it's so tough. Rich Goldstein, who's commented.
He's going?
You've met. Sweet. So he tried to get me an extra ticket. He's going with his girl, but the guy was like, "Oh, sorry, we don't have any left." But like Legend Suite and stuff. He got it through DraftKings. I don't know, but obviously, hope he has a great time at the game. But
no, you don't.
Tony. I'm just saying, a Mets fan going to the game. I mean, what's up with that?
I know, dude.
But I would imagine it's going to be a good atmosphere. But yeah, I'm pumped, and like I said, I'm not expecting a miraculous run to the World Series, Tony, like you're alluding to. But I am. There is something to finishing this season the right way. And I love that Jason Dominguez is 20. Like you don't have that opportunity much for a guy to start at that age. And then it's finally like, if he is what you expect him to be, by the time he's a free agent, he's at an age where it's okay to give him a long contract. Like, we just don't even have that situation,
right?
Usually. So it's exciting.
No, it is very exciting. You think the Yankees would give him that long contract?
I mean, it's one of those things. He's so young. If he's going to prove it, and it just seems like he's a natural. Seems like he's fearless.
Mm-hmm.
It's only been a couple games here, but he's had a hit every game. He's got 2 home runs. The fact too that like your first major league, not even at bat, but first major league swing is a home run off Justin Verlander.
Pretty sick.
Shows like you're confident in yourself.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then Glaber on Sunday too. Another big game. 2 for 4, 24th home run of the season. He just keeps going. So
yeah, it's great to see, dude. I know you're itching to trade him.
Matt was giving me like he was kind of
about it,
not shit, but he was just saying, I don't know, like maybe you want to keep him, but and I was talking about this with Josh B, with Lonnie, obviously being fellow Yankee fans here. Oh wait, hold on one second. I just want to give Riley his charter.
So I honestly, I would be giving Brian shit too, honestly, as a fellow Yankee fan.
Good stuff.
Huh? What?
But I think there's one thing, Tony, to be like, okay, let's look at this. I mean, next season, would Glaber be, a big force in our lineup? Yes, but you bring some risk there that, his value is very high right now. What if he tanks next year? Then he's either a free agent or you can't trade him at the deadline. And then if he does have a really good year, he's going to want even more money. And I don't know. I'm not comfortable giving him 7 years, upwards of $200 million. I just don't think that's a smart thing. And I'm just trying to be, usually I'm always like, give this guy a contract, give this guy a contract. But with the mental lapse stuff, I don't think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it is either. I mean, I understand. Yeah, his draft capital or his trade capital is maybe high or whatever. So I mean, like the time has to be now to trade him. I mean, I think if you do sign him, we've seen this even this year. I mean, he makes kind of bonehead moves,
right? even though the apologists out there, Johnny Lasagna, Mario Gomez, on
Stop
Twitter.
it, dude. Yeah.
But yeah, I just think there's if somebody is gonna look me, you, any of us in the face and tell you that they're confident that Gleyber Torres, when you get to where you want to be, isn't gonna be at risk of making some bonehead play to cost you a game, then they're lying.
Yeah, no, I agree. They have to be.
So the only scenario that I'm not trading him this offseason is if the offers aren't good. But it's hard for me to think that a guy that's going to lead second baseman in a lot of offensive categories isn't going to fetch a lot of interest.
I mean, he should be fetching great interest, dude. Especially, I mean, when you think about, I'm not sure what other second basemen are going to be available in the offseason, but I mean.
But just because it's like, I feel like he's not even, you could feel great about having him be your DH too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very
Like,
true.
And I feel like in all seriousness, like if it wasn't for the lack of a system or a lack of guys that you'd want to get rid of, it would be a perfect trading partner would be the Mets, but they don't have like the starting pitchers that we're looking for. But you know what I mean? Like these teams that are looking for a little more offensive punch, I think he's just a natural fit.
Yeah, no, I think so too. And I mean, even so, I mean, who's to say he doesn't go to a smaller market and figures out those few kinks he has? So
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of teams are looking into him.
Yeah, so a situation to monitor for sure. But excited to get back on the diamond, tonight. And I know the ovations are going to be loud. And I'm just expecting, really good things moving forward. And it's crazy. Everybody on Twitter too saying, it's just how a team could go in 1 week from being completely unwatchable to be completely exciting. We just no one saw this coming. We do have some comments to catch up on.
We have a lot of comments to catch up on here, Brian. Let me scroll up here a little bit. By the way, Eddie Aday commenting from a little while ago. Oh yeah, saying golf is hard. I don't know if this is really Eddie Aday. It might be Eddie Aday. Michael's boy, Eddie Aday. Could be Buffer though too. Who knows? But
then it looks like there might be another Buffer.
Jets. Yeah, I don't know who this is, but Jets looking like they might do something this year. Says Eddie Aday. Obviously, we know that dude. And then Crazy Column says hi. He says that he hates football, but with the soccer emojis.
Buffer, was he soccer a little bit?
I don't think so.
But then Lonnie saying, is this our weird little friend who makes up different names?
Yo, dude. Yeah.
Lonnie, the only thing I was thinking of is Column in the Bronx. Doesn't he call Rick and Dave?
Yeah, but I don't think that's.
No, but think about how detailed Before he's doing Eugene Ganello and Reese and stuff. And your teacher, Tony, he would go the extra mile to do that.
He probably would too. Yeah. Here comes Lonnie again, calling me a hack.
Yanni.
A Met fan getting excited for a Yankee prospect hack talk. He says, "Love you, Tony." I mean, I don't think it's really hack talk. I mean, some people may think that. But I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, why can't I be just hyped to for a good story,
Right.
I mean,
exactly.
that's a great story. It's not often you see a player first major league at bat hits a dinger off of a future Hall of Fame pitcher. I mean, it's not like it was a piss poor pitcher. It wasn't fucking Kikuchi. All right.
Right.
It was a big moment for him, a big moment for baseball in general, a big moment for the Yankees. I mean, how do you not be romantic about that? Huh, Lonnie? Huh? What do you think, heart? Danny confirming, like you said, giving the energy. Michael says, let's go. The best from 10 to 12. The room is electric. Eddie, my boy, he says, let's go.
So I think Eddie, Buffer, Column Buffer.
I hope it's really Eddie Aday. I haven't heard from him in a while, dude.
But let's go. Thanks for joining us.
Josh B says Yankees are making no one sweat.
I don't know. I mean, how does this sweep at Houston not turn some heads?
I mean,
with all this young talent,
if anything, they're definitely making Brian sweat. So,
and I think Texas, honestly, Tony, tell me.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's making Texas sweat.
Texas
at this point.
exploded. I actually watched them in the Astros last night, dude.
Yeah,
hammered, dude. Seventh inning, just crumbled. Corey Seager could feel the ball, dude. It was ridiculous.
What did we have for Bochy body language?
Oh, not good, dude.
Yeah, he's tight.
No, he's very tight, dude. Yeah, I mean, he was like in the dark of the dugout. Like he wasn't even at the fence. Like, oh my God, dude. Kev, dude, I don't talk that Yankee crap. He says. Danny V says trade him and get the value for him, dude. Josh B saying, "Oh my gosh, just do not Andujar him to the outfield."
Yes. Glaber the
SMH,
outfield.
dude.
Can you see like a ball hitting Glaber in the head in the outfield?
quite literally.
We can't do that. Like, absolutely not.
Lonnie says this guy is such a quack.
Oh my God. And yes, fellas, I'm not saying it's your column. I'm saying he's making the account because he loves pretending he's other people. I understand it, Lonnie. Okay.
Oh, wow. Now, Kev Deuce says, back in the day, I was hyped for Cano, where I had a Yankee hat and a Cano shirt. As soon as he left, I burned them.
Yeah, he was telling us this
wow,
at the
really?
horseshoe.
Dude?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Robinson Cano.
I mean, he was a legend, you know, and then
he really was, dude.
Juiced up and that was it. And he screwed the Mets, and that's all it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, one other thing too, I was gonna say about the whole Dominguez thing, like you said, first at bat, but then also this is Sunday Night Baseball. It's a 1-1 game in the 6th inning, and then he just hits a bomb to right field to ended up being the difference in the game. Just usually, if you have a lot of talent, you're stepping up in the big moment. So I think it's evident that he has a flair for the dramatic, and he's fearless. And after hearing about him for all this time, it's nice to to finally see him in action here, and a lot sooner. People were talking about an ETA of 2024, 2025, Tony, and here we are.
Really?
September of 23. So
that's crazy.
Let's go. Matthew, what do we got here?
He says, gotta trade Glaber.
He knows now. He's changed his mind.
Pitching prospects, develop.
Yes,
How are you? And Eddie Day comments, by the way, that seems like a lot of work making a bunch of accounts.
You don't know before Eddie. That's the thing.
Michael texted 2 confirmed Eddie.
Confirmed Eddie, but I'm just saying the other account.
Prefer possibly.
Possibly.
Also, Matt says Barnes tough about Richard, dude.
What? I'm blanking.
Goldstein going to the game.
Oh.
You're not. You're tight.
Yes, I'm tight. I'm pissed.
He has pumped for the young Gunners for the stadium debut, dude. Oh, dude.
And Tony, but let's just run over this real quickly because I feel like Josh P saying we're not making anybody sweat, all of that stuff. But just hear me out for a second, though. Like for the first thing, like I already alluded to, that Detroit and Milwaukee. I mean, is it crazy to think all these games at home that they could win 5 out of 6 of those?
Oh, that's right. You were at Detroit and then Milwaukee. I don't know. Milwaukee's been a little hot recently, though.
I'm just asking for a 2 out of 3 spot. Maybe sacrificial lamb Corbin Burns on Sunday afternoon.
Winning both of those series, I think is.
So if you were to go 5-1, okay, you're 73-70, and then you have your entire season on the line. 4 games at Fenway Park. I think you're 6-1, or you're 1-6 or 1-7 against the Red Sox this season. I mean, if you do win 5 out of 6, you would completely jump over them if you're able to, really make some noise there. And then you have Pittsburgh, and then it's Toronto, Arizona, Toronto, and Kansas City. I mean, it's crazier things have happened.
So what are you, like 16 games? Am I doing math wrong here?
Well, and then you
This
have
is
the
10.
5. I think is it 21 games?
10. Oh, yes. That's
3, 6, 9, 12,
19.
15, 19, 22, 25 games. So 21-4. Does that get you in? 89 wins?
That'd be kind of crazy. 21-4. That's a run, Brian.
But I thought you like runs, Tony.
I do like runs, dude. I mean, when you think about it, though, I mean, Kansas City sweep. This is if
Detroit sweep.
Right. Detroit sweep. Milwaukee 2 out of 3.
Probably a split in Boston. I would love 3 out of 4 or a sweep, but I think probably a split, best case. Almost.
All right.
What do you think? Or you think they could win 3 out of 4? Okay.
Yeah. Worried about the Severino versus Taylor Houck.
Pittsburgh, potentially a sweep.
Yeah, let's call sweep there. Toronto, dude. I mean,
could be tough.
I feel
At
really?
home though.
Yeah, at home I feel like sweep and then 2 out of 3 in Toronto.
Right.
Sweep Arizona, they suck right now.
And sweep Kansas
Same.
City. I mean, I know. I can only imagine what Lonnie's saying, thinking right now.
Brian must believe in miracles, says Kev Do. And Lonnie says, Josh, Double B is one of those fans who just can't help themselves.
I'm going to ask you this first, but I do want, Kev, Josh B, even Matthew, Lonnie to answer this question. But like I said, I'm going to start with you. We know there's 25 games left. They have 68 wins now. How many wins do you think they end up with?
I don't know. 83.
83. So that would mean that they're going 15-10?
Yeah.
Okay. I think 21-4 might be tough. And obviously, if I had to give an accurate prediction, I'm saying they're not gonna make the playoffs. But instead of 21-4, I think they're gonna go 18-7, which would get them to 86?
Yeah.
All right. And let's see if we got any serious questions. I know it doesn't matter, Lonnie. I know you're flipping out. And Josh. I didn't say 21-4. I said 18-7. And I don't think that's good. 64 wins. Come on, Josh. At least give me something. Matthew 17-8.
Kicked out of it.
Matthew gave me 17-8.
Right.
All right, that's a start. I mean, come on, guys.
21-4, bro. Come on.
I'm not saying 21-4. We already went over this. So I don't know. It's like I said, ball bounces away. What would you Tony, what would you say percentage of the 21-4 run if you had to give it a percentage?
I don't know, man. Just going over it seemed pretty good right there.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, maybe like 12%.
12 is not even bad compared to what they're saying. Josh agrees with you with the 15-10, by the way.
Yes, thank you, Josh B, baby. Wow, Kev do the 4-21. Oh,
but there's life.
There's liberty.
There's excitement. You can't beat it, Tony.
Yeah, you really can't, dude. I mean, it is great to see these young guys, breathe some life, like you're saying, into the team. But I guess we'll see how these next 25 games go.
Yeah. So this is something we'll revisit. And Danny V also says 15-10. So, I wasn't that far off. 18-7. So, maybe I'm not as crazy as Yanni thinks again. And I'm not a Yanni. I don't like the Cowboys, Lonnie.
What's the Cowboys thing here?
No, I think he's just saying that Cowboys fans always say they're going to do better than they are. And I there's so many people I'm forgetting, but I think it's Anthony from the mail truck is a Cowboys fan. And he was on the phone. He called in on Sunday and Lonnie was basically ripping him.
Lonnie just seems to just rip everybody, huh?
Yeah, he enjoys it. I
bet he does. He enjoys putting others down.
He said that's exactly right.
Yeah, he does enjoy it. Yeah.
But wait, what did Kev say?
Kids weekend hype is over, so they're gonna lose again.
Kev, this isn't Citi Field, okay? They're
whoa,
coming home to Yankee Stadium. The atmosphere is gonna be through the roof. And
but I'm coming for blood, Michael.
And Matthew says Cowboys like yes, as well as Kev saying that was Chief that called. Yeah. So yeah.
What was the food situation like at the Horseshoe?
Nothing. Kitchen closed. That's why we had to get the pizza.
And
I went in thinking we were gonna have something, but luckily I had a cappuccino before, so I kind of got me through the show, and then we got
Wow, that's crazy, dude.
Sausage, onion, pepper, and then a plain, and everybody loved it.
Oh god, that sounds so good right now.
Amazing.
Housed.
Oh
God.
yeah.
2 seconds.
So that was great. But the Mets, Tony, 2 out of 3 over the weekend. Mauricio, first major league hitter, or no?
Yeah, no, they're pretty hyped about it, but I don't
Mauricio though, no, like
No, yeah,
is he next? Is he the one?
He
Like,
is the one, dude. I'm telling you right now. I mean, I feel like a little small sample size, nothing crazy to think about, but I mean, you got to be again still hopeful for the future.
Senga.
Kadai is great.
Like you're 100 all in. Ace.
I mean, at this point, yeah, he has certainly developed properly through this year, especially coming off the horrific start he had, and all the walks, dude, all the rest time, give him the extra day, not used to it, whatever, dude. Not to mention, I mean, he's gonna have to be in a rotation. I mean, there's no one else, Brian. But Mauricio, yeah, I want to see some more from him for sure. But I mean, I would say, good weekend, like you mentioned, winning the series and everything like that. But I think it was overshadowed by the youthful Yankees a little bit.
So you're kind of like pissed almost.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see. I saw he had the first hit. Did he get any other hits? Did he make any defensive plays? Did he play every day? What happened?
I think he played 2 days this weekend. I gotta double check. But defense was solid. No errors. No
Where
mistakes,
was he playing,
dude? I want to say he was DHing the first day. Let me see. Of course, the app had it up. Where is it? I know for sure Saturday. So playing second base on Saturday.
Okay.
That was a 2-for-4 night. Great. Got on base. It was phenomenal. Didn't, no ribbies, no home runs or anything like that. But of course, Friday he was second base again. 2 for 3. Hitting really well.
Wow.
But honestly, yeah, I guess honestly, they should probably move up in the lineup immediately.
Yeah, I mean, those are results right there.
I mean, he's batting ninth twice this weekend. 2 for 3, 2 for 4. But didn't have a chance to come around the bags because he had no.
And he's a base stealer or no?
He got some speed for sure. He can definitely steal some bags. I guess he hasn't stolen any this weekend, which is interesting.
But I wonder if he's potentially going to be the leadoff hitter.
I could see it again. I mean, clearly the guy can hit for contact. Again, I mean, against Seattle, Friday was Gilbert. I mean, that's not that's a pretty good pitcher.
Yeah.
So again, I want to see some more from him. Again, it seems quick. I would give him more opportunity to steal bags. More opportunity to move up in the lineup, put some more get more opportunity at his feet and see how he can react. But right now, I mean, that's the guy I feel like the Mets fans were kind of talking about all season that they just almost refused to bring up.
And he has the results that
and
Dominguez
kind of come in and having some big results. But I want to see him. I want to see him do some more for sure.
Anybody else over the weekend, prospect wise, play a role? Beatty's back up or no?
Yeah, Beatty was back up a little bit, third base, and didn't really hit at all.
Okay. Vientos?
DHing. I think he had a hit on Saturday. Maybe 1 for 3 night.
But the numbers have been tight with Vientos.
Yeah. Definitely, I want to say his bat has definitely started to come around. Just because when he was first brought up, it was like the DHing, then you're off for 2 days, and you're back at a DH spot, and it was just they didn't bring him up. I thought they didn't use him very well when they first brought him up. I thought, and because of that, his bat did struggle. But yeah, again, I feel like another guy giving opportunity, given the proper amount of at bats consistently, over the course of a week. I mean, he's going to adjust it and become a better batter. And then he looked. I know his time at first base has been okay. But I mean, I feel like someone who could probably throw in the outfield, honestly.
Yeah. But, I mean, I think, though, for the Mets, there is a foundation there. And I know he's going through it right now, but it does seem like Francisco Alvarez is going to be an all-star catcher. We've seen what Mauricio has done. If you could get, either Beatty or Vientos to be pretty solid, I mean, that's a good core that you could pair with Lindor, with Nimmo, and for your sake, hopefully Alonso.
Yeah, honestly, and I'm really getting a little worried about Beatty, to be honest.
Yeah, nervous or?
I think so, dude. I mean, he was another one. I mean, he came up his first major league at bat, he hit a home run. There was a lot of hype and everything, and I mean, it just seemed to kind of fizz out a little bit over time. And I don't know if he's feeling like, just like the hype from Alvarez and everything. I mean, if that's like affecting him, because he's feeling the pressure to keep up with Alvarez. So I'm looking at Vientos, by the way, over the weekend, 1 for 3, like
4
I said.
dingers this year.
Yeah, 2 for 4.
Home run on Sunday.
29th. Yeah,
I mean, there you go.
it's all right, dude. I mean, we'll see. Again, I think more opportunity for this guy. You'll start to see him succeed.
Wait, and what his main position was, third or no? First and third.
First and third, yeah.
Okay. Norwalk too. That's interesting. I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah, I guess I never did either. I feel like we may have talked about that.
And
we must have.
But coming through the system, are you getting Colony today?
Oh no, dude, we're signing up for the Colony 4K.
Really?
Or 3K, or Colony 5K rather. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you ever done that before?
No, I've seen it though. Everybody eats the pizzas after.
Yeah, dude, I'm actually pretty excited for it. Because I mean, I'm like, if it, 5K isn't that crazy to run.
5K, like 3.8
miles.
Oh,
3.2 miles. It really is like, it's not that bad at all.
And you could like at least do a light jog the whole time or no?
Oh yeah, I'm not stopping.
Yeah, I don't know.
Brian, you can get through it. Honestly, a light jog the whole time is not that bad, dude. If I could do it, Brian, come on. But dude, $40 entry. Only 2,000 spots, dude. So it's like, it's going to be quick to the trigger. So noon, have it set up. Let's go, dude.
I have to say, I'm surprised you're giving me so much credit here that you think, there wouldn't be any issues halfway through with the back or.
No, dude, you just power through it, dude. You'll be fine. Kept you saying the alien can have the old golden sombrero.
Your fellow Mets fan. He really wanted to meet you, Tony. Next time, though. Next time.
I know. Next time is right, dude.
Yankees kindergarten club. Come on. What are we saying here?
He's loving that, dude.
Yeah. But
Lonnie saying, you know what? That's a great thing to say. Thanks, Tony.
What's that?
About how he loves to put people down.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding, Lonnie.
Yeah. Jeez. Right? No jokes. No jokes.
You missed one horseshoe sports board.
And then that's it. And in terms of Vientos, I mean, is he like the last couple of years, has he been projected as a 30-100 guy? Like, is that what he's supposed to be? Does he have a lot of power? Like, what is his MO?
Power was pretty huge for sure with him. I want to say he was within top 10 prospects. Like,
okay, so there's some expectations.
Yeah, high expectations for sure.
Second round pick, 2017, and then Eddie says, "Can people walk the 5K?"
I'm sure. Yeah, dude. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, they don't. Come on. Because people that participate, it does say like it's between 9 and 12.
So they're giving 3 hours to walk 3 miles. And
yeah. So 1 mile an hour you can go.
Yeah. Have you done one of these before?
No, I've actually never done an actual like
race
event, like a real one.
So
I'm pretty excited. It's for Colony. You got pizza and beer afterwards. I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah. It just what the thing is though, Tony. To get to the pizza and beer, you gotta make it there.
You gotta make it there, dude. Come on, I think it'll be fine. I just hope I get in, dude. Like I'm like, because I feel like 2,000 spots.
Like that's gonna go. But then again, a football Sunday, I don't know.
Yeah, but 9 to noon, dude.
9 to noon.
9 a.m. to noon.
The drinking after. I mean, what's that like?
What's what I mean? Like it's noon. First of all, 9 o'clock you're starting. Like, I'll see you in 35 minutes.
Is it really gonna be 35 minutes? That would be what, like almost 12 minutes. But then it's 3.2.
I would say a 3.2. I can run a 10-minute mile at 9 in the morning for sure.
Yeah.
Sunday, Saturday night, whatever, totally fine. Yeah, dude. See you in half an hour. 9:30. Hot oil pizza in my mouth.
I mean, that should be a bite, no?
Yeah. But I feel like, dude, Fairfield is gonna be all over this. Like, I feel like at noon, like I feel like computers might just crash around here.
Never know. So that's interesting. And then Eddie's saying you can drink and watch football afterwards.
Exactly, dude. At Colony Grill.
There you go.
You don't seem very happy about it.
I'm questioning that I could get there.
Do you want to enter?
I see that's the thing, Tony. I'm just worried about like, hacking, as Lonnie would say. The back.
I mean, no one's gonna get hurt, dude. It's
Yeah,
okay.
it just seems like it's just one of those things like other than the the beer and the pizza afterwards, the part before that, you know what I mean? It's like, you know what it reminds me of, honestly? Back in the day, Tony, they used to do UFC tournaments where you'd have multiple fights in a day. And to me, I kind of related to like that guy that wins a couple matches, but by the time he gets to the last match, there's nothing left.
Yeah.
By the time you get to the finish line, you can barely walk.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh man, would be crazy though, but we'll see. I think the whole thing is the training just has to start, is what it is. I mean, we talked about the basketball.
Let's go, dude. This is a good time, a good thing. Like maybe like start training for a 5K now. Within 1 month, you run it, and then later on in November, dude, we can have our basketball shits.
Yeah, no, but I'm not exaggerating. I know this seems like a Lonnie excuse because he always calls out people for making excuses. That's why I referenced him. But when I used to try to run on the street, I swear to God, I know you would crack up about this. Maybe a minute 20 in, I was like, "Oh my God, dude, my knees, my back."
Oh my goodness.
I know you. How far back does your running go? Because I know you've always said, "Oh, I go for a run here, there." Like,
college, honestly. So I run in college.
Like multiple times a week.
Well, I mean, yeah, again, like playing rugby, like we'd be doing road runs that were like 5 miles.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking more like laps around the field. I didn't know you did.
We would do that too. Do like 8 laps around the field. So
wow.
That's like almost 2 miles, right? Do that easy. The sprinting and all the whatever else we would do. So, but yeah, ever since then, I would always just go on a nice jog.
No, that's good, dude. Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome for sure. Who do the Mets have this next series here?
Oh my God, I wrote it down somewhere. I'm all in a dither today, dude.
The drinking over the weekend.
I know it really was a lot. I want to. I forget.
You're tight that you
Nationals, dude. I was gonna say it. Honestly.
Corbin.
I know, dude. Hopefully, Quintana can get another win on his record here. 1-5 with a 3.26 ERA. I mean, I think honestly, the Mets are at.
Come on.
Oh.
McDonald's of all places. Talk about a hack place to get.
God,
lunch.
Dude. Speaking of hack places, I went to Wawa, got some food there.
Terrible. Please tell me you didn't get a sandwich.
I got a breakfast sandwich just because it was on the way to the course. Quick, easy.
Or no?
Put a hash brown on it. The hash brown they had was really good.
Without the hash brown, it would have been tough.
Yeah, I think so. But Taylor ham, egg, and cheese.
Ham.
It was like you got breakfast at Dunkin'. People really like just freak out too much about Wawa.
Oh yeah, no, dude, I know.
It's so funny too. We were like, me and Andy were waiting. We were getting our coffee.
Yeah,
he was getting his coffee, and the couple next to us was like, "Oh my God, like Wawa coffee isn't just the best." Taking a sip. Oh, it's so good. The best coffee I ever had.
Well, did you put in 20 flavored creamers into it? I wonder why.
Dude, Andy and I are looking like, what the fuck, dude?
You think they were on something?
I always thought they were like, Wawa paid them to be there and say that. Like, I was like, oh my God, dude. But yeah, I mean, I think Mets tonight again. Like, got the young kids in. Hopefully Beatty can figure it out against Patrick Corbin if he is starting tonight. No reason why Mauricio shouldn't be starting at second base again too. So this is the time where you want to get those guys a lot of time. So and Quintana, I mean, again, like I feel like Quintana's last few starts, I mean, he's pitching quality starts, like 6 innings, 3 earned runs or less. Just to absolutely dick down with the fact that the Mets had no offense against him. Offense for him, I should say. Take a little deeper dive into his again. Look, lost against Texas, 6 innings, no earned runs. They lost 2-1.
Yep, hammered against the Braves, but then 3 good starts before that,
and only one of them was a win, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I think they'll score against him, and I think honestly, Tony, it sets up as a good opportunity for Mauricio to hit his first dinger.
Yes, no, I think so
Off
too.
Corbin.
Patrick Corbin, dude.
Hammered.
Come on, honestly.
What's your score prediction?
8-1.
8-1.
I think it's just one of those games we've seen the Mets absolutely, overload the offense here, score 8 runs. Pitching will do well. Maybe bullpen will give up a run, but Quintana 6 innings scoreless. Let's go.
And then what do you think about Josh B saying it's a pork roll?
I agree with him. I don't know if I said Taylor ham.
You did.
I did.
Yeah.
But I am well aware of the fact that it is pork roll, that the company's called Taylor ham. However, I will say I'm pretty sure they use Taylor ham pork roll.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not wrong, I guess.
Potato,
but
patata.
It is pork roll, dude. It's pork roll. It's
Pork
pork
roll.
roll. Pork roll, dude. Do you like pork roll or just spam?
No.
No pork roll?
Nah.
No.
Nah, not a pork guy. Other than pulled pork, which is very good.
I had pulled pork nachos over the weekend, dude. It's
Great.
dude,
Yeah.
phenomenal. So good.
Yeah.
House them. 3 of them gone.
Wow. You're saying like you were out at like a bar or something? And you guys got 3 orders of nachos?
No, nachos? What? No, pulled pork tacos, I said.
Oh, it sounded like you said nachos.
Oh, I see where
yeah.
It's tacos.
Tacos. Okay. Pulled pork tacos. Yeah. Taco Project, Stanford, actually pretty good. Had those.
So hungry right now.
Starving the Michael Fast.
Michael Fast.
Coming off the weekend, trying to take it easy today, right?
Oh.
No drinking for a couple of days for Tony.
Yeah, I guess not, dude.
But later,
You never know. I mean, if Brian calls me up, hey, Tony, meet me at Colony, Stanford. Sure.
the Yankee game,
The Yankee game.
extra ticket.
Now I have an extra.
And he's saying no fried or grilled pork chop. Yeah, I don't know. Pork, lamb, like it's just not macaroni and cheese. Just one of those things, Josh. I don't know how to explain it. But I do think tonight, Garrett Cole, Cy Young favorite, vintage performance here against the Tigers. I want to say 7 innings, 12 strikeouts, and let's say no earned runs. Just 7 shutout innings, 12 strikeouts. Dominguez again, Austin Wells, short porch for his first career major league home run. How about Everson Pereira? Listen, the guy's been struggling. Let's give him a 2 for 4 night. I know he was over 4 with 4 strikeouts on Sunday Night Baseball. But I think all of that results in a Yankee 6-1 victory here to get back to 500 for the first time since that 9-game losing streak. Garrett Cole getting his 13th victory, and ERA, I would believe after this one, would be under 2.9, Tony. So really having a great year. And he's closing in on yet another 200 strikeout season. The 11 would get him to 199.
Wow. That's a great pick, dude. But for my next pick, I'm going to go with the Braves. I understand that they have undersided, so maybe a little bullpen starter.
Feels like it never matters.
It does not matter. And against Miles Mikolas, I mean, I don't know. Talk about another disappointment. In terms of the Cardinals, I mean, I feel like him and Wainwright were both up there with disappointments this season in the rotation. Not to mention the rest of the Cardinals team. I know the Braves are just, I mean, they're just too good, dude. 90-46, 44-22 at home.
Unbelievable.
They love playing at home. And it could be literally anyone, their entire lineup, dingers tonight. Sure. Why not, dude? Braves win. No, I'll say something like, I don't know, like 6-2.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm going to go with the Dodgers. Just got Walker they're going to get him back. They were showing, I guess he changed his windup. Because I know he had, was it Tommy John, Tony?
Yeah.
So, and I think he had elbow problems before.
Oh, yeah.
So he like shortened up the windup. Like it actually looks like he's got things compact. So I would imagine he'll be on the team in the next week or two. But tonight in Miami, you can have Clayton Kershaw versus Jesus Luzardo. And Kershaw, another outstanding year. 12-4 with a 2.48 whip, almost at 1 at 1.02. Luzardo 9-8, 3.62. Miami's, hanging on by a thread here, but I think Kershaw easily that 12-6, shutting them down. And I think Luzardo gets hit up a little bit here. So give me the Dodgers. I'm going to say 5-1 over the Marlins.
Wow.
By the way, I'm up 31-28. I know Friday. We didn't have time for
3 games.
picks, and then so it's been a little while since we've had picks. 31-28.
31-28. 31-28. Do I just keep banking on the Rangers blowing it? I don't know. Nathan Eovaldi having a career year.
First start though since whenever July. So Framber up and down year, Rangers scuffling lineup, veteran pitcher. I don't know.
First time pitching since July 18th. I may stay away from there. I'm gonna go. Oh man, do I go with?
What was with that voice? That was like a Dan Grassa, no?
I'm gonna go there.
I heard some of those bites, by the way, of him. Whew,
Dan
tough.
Grassa.
Yeah, no, please stop with the imitations. That's all.
Dude, it's just like sometimes it's just like you're trying too hard.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
just keep it simple.
Big Bird or whatever, the Muppets. Come
Keep
on.
it simple.
Come
This Elmo.
I know Lonnie's gonna be tight, hack like that. We're making fun of Grassa.
Come on, Lonnie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Blue Jays.
There you go.
Against the A's. Chris Bassett, I believe has like the most wins in the AL for a starting pitcher at 13.
Cole has 12, so might be.
So that's more than Cole.
Nice, dude.
Which is kind of ridiculous because you're thinking about Chris Bassett, former Met pitcher here.
Got hammered towards the end of last year.
Right. ERA,
Respectable.
2.81, respectable with 13-7. So give me Bassett. I'll say he throws 6 shutout innings, honestly. Blue Jays win. I'll say 4-0.
Wow.
Yeah.
Third and final here, gonna go with the Brewers. You were lauding their play this year, 76-61 in Pittsburgh, 64-74. Brandon Woodruff, who hasn't pitched much this year, but when he has, he's been good. 3-1 in 40 innings with a 2.7, going up against Jackson, 1-1, 4.46. And I look at this and I just think Pittsburgh is, packed it in for the season. They lost. They've actually played well recently, but I just think, and they did beat the Brewers last night, but I don't think that's going to happen again tonight. Give me Woodruff, 6 innings, 2 earned. Christian Yelich, Tony, with his 18th and 19th home runs of the season. So he looks forward to adding another 20 home run season to his repertoire. OPS is over 803. So 276. So somewhat having a rebound season here. But give me the Brewers. I'm going to say 5-3 over the Pirates for my third and final. A couple comments relating to drinking, Tony.
Oh my goodness, dude. So we have Ryan McNeil asked the question, can Tony go a couple of days without drinking? Is that possible? Jay Bird says that's impossible.
Is it possible?
Ryan. Yes, it's impossible. I do it all the time. I do it every week. Multiple days without drinking.
But what, like just a recent, like what comes to mind is like your longest layoff in the last 6 months?
6 months?
Yeah.
I don't know. 5 days.
Okay. 5 days.
There definitely is a whole weekday where I don't drink.
Gotcha. But it's been a while, multiple weekends off or something like that.
Multiple weekends off without a drink.
Yeah.
I would say it's been a while without having one.
Yeah, not one. Dude. Matthew, not one.
It's definitely been a little while since then.
What else you got
says,
here?
LBO, maybe a week.
He's giving you some credit there.
The past 2 weeks has been tough with the bachelor parties and
now
then
football season.
But even like last week, I think we had like Herm's going away party on Tuesday.
Oh,
so it's
it's Herm's party.
Sharon, he brings out all the drinks and stuff. So it's like, it's free alcohol at this point. Like,
Yeah.
what am I doing?
Were you drinking cognac?
Cognac?
Yeah.
Cognac? No cognac. Jack and Cokes.
Jack and Coke.
Or not Jack, but whatever rum they had.
Gotcha.
Not
Rum and Coke.
Whiskey Coke. Whatever.
Whiskey Coke.
Doesn't matter what it was, dude. It was
The
there.
Elmo was good. Was it good?
The Elmo was okay, kind of creepy, but I guess it was better than what I can do.
You know what it is? And I think Josh, just from meeting me the other day, could just see this. I'm just not looking for an Elmo impersonation. Like, just like keep that to the side, like sports, maybe Nickelodeon or something. Like, it just we don't need it on 98.7 ESPN. Okay. And then Ryan McNeil having fun saying, did he just say cognac?
Yeah, dude, he did say cognac.
Oh, that's
What's the
funny.
deal with that, Brian?
I don't know that stuff. It's just one of those things. Like I hear something, then I try to bring it into the conversation without
Right.
really knowing it, and then you embarrass yourself. That's what happens.
No.
No, and then Josh is saying no. He gets
I
it.
gets
So
it.
he understands. He understands. So yeah, that's good. Boy, we just said this, but am I hungry, Tony? Any plans for lunch here?
God, dude, I made this fucking pad thai noodle thing last night.
Was it good? You
Um,
sound like you were tight.
I don't know, dude. I can't tell if it's good or not yet.
Okay.
It's good, I guess. It was very edible.
Yeah.
It's like, noodles with some veggies and like, Asian sauces and stuff. So got some leftovers today for that.
You're not that juiced up, though.
I mean,
You're questioning it.
Do I want to go to Colony?
Do you want Gaetano's? Like, yes.
I know I haven't had Gaetano, but again, the weekend.
Jay making French toast.
Yes, dude. Wow, Jay's making French toast for lunch. Maybe I'll go home for lunch.
What did you just say though? You were gonna maybe do what?
I was just say like the weekend. I really didn't. I don't think I didn't eat that bad this weekend. It's just
A
like
lot of grill out.
chicken fingers and fries, and then
Yeah, healthy.
pulled pork tacos. I mean,
Yeah,
it's pulled pork and there's like coleslaw.
right,
It's not really unhealthy.
right.
We have about, I think, want to say like 3 really extra large loaves of bread, just because I brought to the bachelor party.
Oh, you
so
didn't.
French toast.
There you go. There you go. That's good stuff. And yeah, really. Other than that, is there screen time today or no?
Dude, that is correct.
What do we got?
We have 11:30, probably more noon, because Manny, the kids in school are in school now, so parent teachers conference and stuff like that.
High noon.
So high noon, possible noon 15.
Okay.
Depending on when he gets in here. But I know he watched I think he finished One Piece, dude. We had some news, a couple trailers coming up as well. So it's gonna be a nice little Tuesday, dude. It's tough because the summer's over, all the blockbusters are out.
The writers' strike.
The writers' strike, dude. It's actually kind of crazy that the writers are still on strike. But there's a few things coming out that I'm pretty hyped up for. So we'll be hitting you with that.
I don't even know what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna just say this anyway. I mean, is it possibly, Tony? We talk about the weakness of some of this stuff that's coming out. Is this strike possibly a good thing? A rebirth, a reorganization of things, kind of weed out the hacks potentially?
Yeah, I do think so. I mean, I think one thing that's gotten lost in film in general over the past couple of decades is the script writing.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't have a good script and you're making this movie with a poor script, I mean, it's going to be a poor movie probably,
right.
So it's like, it really starts with the writers. Super important. It's not even just movies, but television as well. We're seeing that effect now. So it's pretty crazy. I hope it does kind of turn a new leaf, though.
Yeah,
because we need to get back to that.
And what does Ryan mean? Seems like a muffaletta mood. What is he talking about?
I don't know what that means. A muffaletta?
Muffaletta. Muffin sounds pretty good right now. No,
I can go for a nice
toasted muffin with butter. No butter. Can't do it. Rather have it dry.
You talking to me? Or talking to you?
You.
I mean, yeah, toasted muffin with no butter. I don't need butter on the toast, but it's a corn muffin, butter, and jelly.
But toasted, or you don't want it toasted?
No, I'll take it toasted too. But is it fresh? If it's fresh,
or you rather have fresh?
If it's been baked within the last like 30 minutes, I mean, just
gotcha.
Baked,
okay, but what if you're just going to, I don't know, donut in?
Like we're not doing it in?
Yeah,
you can toast the muffin for me.
Toast it, but no, don't put anything on it. Oh. So never butter, never.
Again, a corn muffin, butter.
Because it's a little tight, a corn muffin.
But chocolate chip muffin, like you don't need anything.
There's no point in corn muffins, by the way.
No,
we don't need corn muffins.
You need corn muffin.
Banana nut muffin better. Pistachio muffin better. Chocolate chip muffin better.
Yes.
Blueberry muffin better. Blueberry muffin.
Yeah, that's what I said. Blueberry muffin.
I can't believe you don't like a blueberry muffin.
I mean, I didn't say I didn't like it. I just didn't say it's better than a corn muffin. Corn muffin.
Corn muffin sucks. Like, I might as well have a bran muffin.
What are you talking about?
Bran muffin, corn
that's
muffin.
Ridiculous.
Throw them
that's
all out.
ridiculous.
Throw them
Bran
all
muffin, that's
out.
so ridiculous. No.
You like a bran muffin?
No. Corn muffin.
Put a bran muffin. Just saying, it's a hack. It is.
What? You like saying hack now?
No, because Lonnie said it a couple times. Then he's telling me I'm saying it too much. But it's like, listen, like you started it, Lonnie. What do you want me to say?
That's right. And if you also, he's like saying dude now a lot.
Exactly. So that's on him, not on us.
Muffaletta, by the way, is the type of bread here. It seems like a Sicilian sesame bread, and it's popular for sandwiches. That's
Looks
what
good.
they made right
Looks
now.
good. Definitely.
Oh wow, it's just popular in
Wow.
New Orleans, dude.
Ryan taking a shot, saying enough muffin debates. Time for bed, Granny. And then Eddie saying corn muffins go hard.
Thank you, Eddie. Dude.
Corn bread is good, but not corn. No. I'm talking about myself. You would really rather have a muffin over cornbread. Great, like the best cornbread you could have, warm, freshly made. Over, you wouldn't rather have that over a corn muffin. In all seriousness.
I think I would go muffin. Yeah,
I think
over that,
this is
dude.
just
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
I'm trying devil's advocate you're playing right now.
I don't think so. I don't even.
You don't like corn muffin?
I
I
don't-
mean corn bread.
Cornbread, I'm like kind of on the fence about. It's okay.
You've never had like
I've had good cornbread from like
Okay.
a smokehouse place in
Yes,
Texas.
yes.
Yes. It's great. I love it.
and it goes well with all like the flavors. With,
It
like,
does.
the barbecue
It does.
sauce. and all that.
But you're talking about cornbread alone versus corn muffin alone.
Corn muffin. What? I can't play. I really, Tony. Like your food, you're spot on. But the fact that you'd rather have a corn muffin than a blueberry muffin, I can't get over it.
Well, I don't want a
honestly.
blueberry muffin, dude. I'd rather have chocolate chip over all of those.
But what did the blueberry do to you?
Nothing. That's what it does. Doesn't do anything for me.
Eddie saying cornbread first,
Pick a side, Eddie.
and then Josh saying hack a doodle do.
Hack a doodle do. That's funny. I like that.
We'll have to continue the muffin conversation tomorrow. We might have to I might honestly one day just surprise you, Tony. Come in here, donut delight, bunch of different muffins, kind of get a feel, and then we'll see. And a couple comments before
Eddie says,
finish
but
up
I'm eating
there.
a muffin. He says, and corn is the option.
I'm grabbing it.
that,
Okay,
dude.
And then what is?
And then Lonnie comes in here. Sounds a little salty. I'm not gonna
Yep.
lie. He says, let's not continue to talk about the guy who loves to put people down. Double B does love saying the word hack now. He told me Sunday, and I say, dude, because you say dude all the time, dude. That's totally fine, dude. I love that people say.
And then
dude.
funny, dude. Tony doesn't like Dan, but Dan loves corn muffins.
Does Dan love corn muffins?
I mean, if anybody
Would
knew,
know.
wouldn't it be the chair?
It would be
right?
the chair. Was this a conversation on the show? Is that why you brought it? How did this even get brought up?
With the corn muffins?
Yeah, the muffins.
Just
you want a muffin?
I think I was saying that I wanted a muffin. I think that's how it started. What a hack. Oops, let me not put you down,
Yeah,
Tony.
wow.
Quack. We both can picture him saying that.
Well, at least Dan and I can sit down and enjoy a fucking corn muffin. How about that?
Toasted corn muffin, toasted with butter.
Yeah,
That's what
dude,
Josh
I
is
like to
saying.
put jelly on it too. Grape jelly.
I'm not a big jelly guy. I don't know. Jelly donut, yes, but jelly and anything else, no. I don't know.
Ridiculous, dude.
No, but and
double toasted
coffee cake
Love coffee cake
with jelly,
obviously.
good.
Oh yeah, sure.
Like in the
thing. Yeah, actually, I had one raspberry.
raspberry,
One
very
at the bakery,
good.
dude.
Yes,
I love that.
yes.
And also plain, also really good.
Yes.
Wasn't as good as the one from Staten Island, but we'll totally
plain
take it right
buttered
now, dude.
like coffee cake is really good.
Yeah,
Like not on
oh.
top, but just in, but you can just taste it.
Dude,
Excellent.
So
So,
good.
We could go on and on and on and on, and we will. We'll pick this up tomorrow. And tomorrow, like we said, we are going to go AFC divisional previews,
Okay.
playoff previews. So Tony will study up for that tomorrow.
I
I'm
will literally have
excited to see where we both have the Jets. Not to mention a fully loaded AFC field, as we are only 2 days away from the start of the 2023 NFL season.
It's kinda crazy, dude.
With the Lions and the Chiefs, the offseason flew by. On the way out, Jay saying he just finished his French toast. Corn muffin is superior to blueberry. I don't know. I gotta talk.
Let's go,
I
baby.
gotta talk to some more people about this. And then Matthew saying let's go Jets. And then Jay starting the
Jay.
Jets. And Matthew saying smacking Buffalo around on Monday night. No way, Jay. So Matthew's always been a big blueberry guy. We always used to crack up the pancakes, all that.
Well, we know about Matthew. So.
Oh, by the way, I promised last thing, Tony. And then we're going out to the close. Everyone can comment as much as they want. This is it. Okay. But on Sunday.
Whoa, dude. Sorry. Hold on, wait.
Wow.
Michael
wow.
also the Jets, great show, Jets. But then Eddie Day says, whoa, dude. By the way, Eddie Day is like basically chef. Says, listen, next time you make corn muffins, drop a slice of jalapeno on it, bake it then toast it with butter greatness.
Well, I could get into that. I think that would make it a little interesting. But what I was going to tell you,
What do you got?
Parkway Diner Stanford, have to go next time you're in Stanford. Pancakes, and they were blueberry, but you get any flavor, Tony. So don't let that deter you. But they were the best pancakes I've ever eaten. I had them Sunday.
What diner?
Parkway Diner, right next to across the street from Ryders Deli, off of Exit 35 on the Merritt.
Oh, okay. In Stanford. Is that the one we went to by you?
No, unbelievable. Like the
Pancakes.
crispness of the pancakes, the butteriness.
You went Sunday?
Went Sunday and went side of corned beef hash. Wow, one of the best breakfasts I've ever had.
So
at a
just
diner.
pancakes and corned beef hash, or
Yeah.
you had some eggs in there?
No eggs. Didn't need them. Wow, but like such good
Did
pancakes.
you mix the corned beef hash with the
No,
pancakes? Okay,
no.
all right, good.
But it was like a crispy. You do like corned beef hash or no?
Love corned beef hash.
Yeah. So it was great. Well, that's a hidden gem. I'm not kidding. I'm just making that call
There
right.
you go. Sunday? The Sunday? Before
Done. There you go.
Yep,
Done.
Yep,
Already
gotta
did it.
go. Yep.
Already did.
It's already done.
Yeah. So this is a great day, great show. Great to be back in the studio. And can't wait to do it all again tomorrow. Everybody stay tuned for Screen Time coming up around noon teen, Tony. But we want to encourage everybody to continue comment, liking, subscribing, all of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee in costume, merch at downtimetv.com. Shout out to the company. We want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy Screen Time, and we will see you mañana.
Let's go Mets.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.